Jai Shri Radhe Krishna. Shri Krishna teaches us not to judge someone permanently based on one or two mistakes. More often than not, it is the circumstances that are flawed, not the individual. Whether in a family or an organization, success depends on mutual understanding, active listening, and respect for each other's perspectives. A person who works with patience and dedication is the one who brings light to the world. Time and circumstances are ever-changing. Never insult or underestimate anyone. Just as the sun sets gradually, success too is a slow process. Nothing in this world is permanent, so do not overburden yourself with stress. No matter how difficult the situation, it will change. Kindness is not just an act, but a way of life. A true friend is one who understands your past, believes in your future, and accepts you as you are. Sudama may not have had physical strength, but his pure love compelled Shri Krishna to wash his feet. True attachment should not be with that which can be taken away. The one who remains honest even after enduring deception and pain earns the love of both God and Guru, ensuring his ultimate victory. A guru had two disciples, both equal in devotion and discipline, yet one remained happy while the other was sorrowful, even in heaven. When the unhappy disciple questioned the guru, he was told, "Devotion may grant heaven, but happiness and sorrow depend on one's state of mind. A pure mind can find joy even in adversity." Relationships are not built on grand words, but on small gestures of understanding and depth. Do not harbor feelings of revenge. Those who harm others will face their own downfall. Some acts of goodness should be known only to God. A true friend remains steadfast even in the fiercest storms. Outer appearances do not matter when the heart is pure. There is a vast difference between ego and humility. Ego seeks to make others bow, whereas true culture teaches us to bow with respect. The consequences of deceit and wrongdoing must be faced in this very life. Time spares no one. In the past, neighbors were like family. Today, even families feel distant. God bestows abundantly, but sin takes it away in an instant. Face your challenges rather than crying over them. Do not fear walking alone. Great heights are reached in solitude. Just as every crop receives equal water from the well, yet tastes differ based on the seed, God's grace is the same for all, but outcomes depend on one's deeds. Have courage and keep moving forward. Even God has faced criticism. Who are we to escape it? A straw in the eye, a thorn in the foot, and deceit in the heart are the most dangerous afflictions. Destruction begins the moment we lose control over our speech. Only our soul and God truly know whether we are right or wrong. Wealth can have many heirs, but the fruits of our actions belong solely to us. The name of the Lord has the power to make stones float and grant salvation to sinners. It is the foundation of life. Say with love, Jai Shri Ram. Love is easy to express but difficult to sustain. If you seek success, believe in yourself. No matter how supportive your companions are, one day they will part ways. Shri Krishna's divine play is beyond human comprehension. His illusion is extraordinary. When Radha looks into the Yamuna's waters, she sees only Krishna's reflection. There is no mantra greater than Gayatri, no teacher greater than a father, and no goddess greater than a mother. Shri Krishna says that by walking, flowers bloom, and by walking with faith, we find God. Carve your own destiny, for life is long. Live it with a smile. The complications of life arise from desires. No one wishes for sorrow, yet no one is satisfied with little. Life is short. Live it with a smile. Forget your sorrows and spread joy to your loved ones. While birth and death are beyond our control, how we live is in our hands. Every person has a purpose. Where a needle is useful, a sword has no role. Enjoying happiness without hard work is akin to theft. The true purpose of life is to fulfill one's duties without attachment to results. Shri Krishna tells Arjuna, I am God, and though I need no work, I still perform my duties, to set an example for the world. Beware of anger. When it arises, strive to remain calm. Just as fruit-bearing trees endure the most stones, those who do good often face the most hardship. Wealth gained through dishonesty brings nothing but sorrow. Silence is the strongest response, and forgiveness the greatest punishment. If hard work does not yield results, change your path. It is not always the road, but the journey that matters. Just as trees shed their leaves with time, change is necessary in life. Shri Krishna says, "The games of childhood end, but the play of fate begins." Do not become a puppet of circumstances. Rather, shape your destiny with hard work at the right time. Act wisely, for the deeds of youth become the fruits of old age. A man once asked God, "What is the difference between your love and our love?" God smiled and replied, "The one soaring freely in the sky is my love, while the bird imprisoned in a cage is your love." Shri Krishna says that a flute is neither made of gold nor studded with gems, yet its melody captivates all. Similarly, a person with good deeds and kind words does not need external validation. He is like a flute, enchanting and humble. God loves you, but if you keep saying yes to everything, the world will take advantage of you. In this world, failure is often mistaken for foolishness. Stand firm on your principles, live authentically, and avoid pretentiousness. Shri Krishna reminds us that time reveals everything. It will show who is loyal and who is deceitful. When you truly understand yourself, there is no need to seek validation from others. Some fear God, while others believe that God is always watching. Understanding silence and the human mind is not for everyone. People seek God everywhere, unaware that the divine resides within them. Shri Krishna teaches that fear leads to nothing in life. True success lies in connecting with people and understanding them deeply. "I observed the world closely," he says, "and found peace by distancing myself from unnecessary distractions." True success is doing more than what others expect. If you want to stand out, do not follow the crowd. Chart your own path, for the masses always tread roads meant for all. An eclipse teaches us a valuable lesson. Problems arise when a third person interferes in a relationship. Not every day will be perfect, but there is something good in every day. When unemployment enters through the door, love and relationships often exit through the window. In life, there is no greater companion than oneself. Strengthen yourself so much that even betrayal from your own people does not shake you. Smiles can be deceptive. Learn to understand a person beyond appearances. Develop tolerance so that when someone hurts you, the pain does not overwhelm you. Problems do not disappear by closing your eyes. Wisdom comes only through struggle. In difficult times, humility and patience are essential. Trust is the most valuable asset, while betrayal is the cheapest act. If only humans were like currency notes, able to be tested to determine whether they are genuine or fake. If you want to overcome your current struggles, first overcome mental weakness. Change happens through decisive action. What you desire will not come simply by believing in it. You must become worthy of it. The power of self-restraint and patience is unmatched. People fail not because of circumstances, but because they accept defeat within themselves. Staying silent in every situation is also an art. True success comes from testing your patience while remaining steadfast in your actions. No one truly knows how many memories and experiences a person carries within. 3 things can rob you of peace: lies, selfish relationships, and meaningless conversations. Sometimes staying silent feels better, for there is often no one to truly understand or appreciate your words. Supporting the living is far more virtuous than carrying the dead. What is the meaning of progress if one cannot support their parents in their old age? A person's days speak louder than his words. When fortune does not favor you, your words hold little weight. Today, relationships are often reduced to financial interests. A journey is meaningful only when you walk your own path. Following others will never lead you to your true destination. Success is a challenge. Embrace it. Work on your weaknesses and keep moving forward. Shri Krishna teaches that respect should be given in proportion to one's self-respect. Excessive reverence can make people overstep their boundaries. Think before you speak, for most conflicts arise from misunderstandings. Try to understand others' struggles, but remember that only the one who experiences pain knows its true depth. Facing life's challenges is like drinking poison. Just a little is enough to kill, but to survive, one must endure it daily. Shri Krishna says that those who do not respect you will never recognize your worth. Restraint and patience define a true human being. Anger is like a matchstick. It burns others, but first it consumes itself. Pride is the greatest weakness, for it blinds us to our own mistakes. True friends are revealed in times of crisis, while fools expose themselves in both joy and sorrow. Invest time in relationships. A few moments with a wise person can teach more than years of reading books. Those who create turmoil in others' lives often lack respect in their own homes. Planning in life is essential, for it gives purpose and direction. Without it, we leave our relationships, finances, and skills at the mercy of fate, which only leads to disappointment and regret. However, excessive worry about the future robs us of present happiness. Some people worry so much that they fail to find joy in anything, remaining trapped in sorrow. That is why Shri Krishna teaches that balance is necessary in life. Plan for the future, but do not let it consume you. Be honest in relationships, invest patience and time, for these are the elements that make life meaningful and fulfilling. Shri Krishna says that the most beautiful music in the world is your heartbeat, created by God Himself. Always listen to your heart. Sorrow is a universal experience, yet happiness is something everyone seeks. The greatest mistake is failing to recognize one's own errors. Let your words be few, but your actions grand, Shri Krishna advises. For the world does not merely listen, it observes. Surround yourself with friends who are like your shadow and your mirror. A shadow never leaves you, and a mirror never lies. Responsibilities are not assigned based on a person's capability. Rather, responsibilities make a person capable. God always makes the best use of broken things. When a cloud breaks, it rains. When the earth is plowed, it bears crops. When a fruit breaks, it releases seeds. And when a seed breaks, a new plant is born. Those who do not value time keep delaying their work, but those who understand its worth act promptly and make the best use of every moment. Shri Krishna says, "For me, no one is high or low, no one is rich or poor. Whoever remembers me with true love and devotion, I am always with them." God seeks love and devotion. Those who surrender to Him wholeheartedly receive His divine blessings. No matter what we are doing, Shri Krishna is always with us. When performing good or bad deeds, never think that no one is watching. His gaze is upon us at all times, for He is the eternal witness to all our actions. Above all, Shri Krishna teaches us to have faith in ourselves. We become what we think of ourselves. Our success and failure depend on the level of trust we place in ourselves. Living amid negativity can lead us astray, but when our minds are filled with positive thoughts, nothing can prevent us from achieving success. Our thoughts shape our reality, determining whether we experience happiness or sorrow. Shri Krishna teaches that performing our duty is our true religion. The world keeps moving, and nothing is permanent. In every situation, we must remain committed to our work. Today's hardships may transform into tomorrow's blessings, just as good times are not everlasting. Our focus should always be on our efforts rather than the outcome. Over time, we will inevitably reap the rewards of our labor, because time does not stop, nor does it cycle. An individual trapped in ego believes they are the sole doer of all things, but this arrogance leads to downfall. In reality, the universe operates according to divine laws, and everything that happens in our lives is a result of this cosmic order. Every event unfolds under a greater force beyond our control. Shri Krishna reminds us that we are the architects of our own destiny. Our actions determine our fate. Just as the seed we sow determines the crop we harvest, our deeds shape our future. He describes the 8 elements of nature: earth, water, fire, air, sky, mind, intellect, and ego. Let go of the past and welcome the future without fear. When our hearts are filled with love and faith in God, beauty and joy can be found in everything around us. It is essential to control the mind, For a disciplined mind is our greatest ally, while an uncontrolled mind becomes our greatest enemy. Happiness and sorrow will come and go. We have no control over them. However, we can control our actions. By working with dedication and maintaining faith in God, we can stay positive and navigate life's challenges with resilience. According to Shri Krishna, true happiness comes from within. Only those who find peace and love within themselves can experience genuine contentment. If a relationship is built on emotions, it takes time to break. However, if it is based on selfishness, it is fragile and difficult to sustain. Never use harsh words in anger, for emotions may change, but spoken words remain forever. They cannot be taken back. Difficulties and challenges make us stronger. The depth of our relationships matters more than their number. Every morning brings new challenges, and every evening teaches us valuable lessons. Mistakes are a part of life, but relationships are an entire book. If a mistake occurs, turn the page, but never let one mistake cost you the entire book of life. Even a small ray of hope is enough to dispel the darkness. The consequences of karma are inescapable. We never know when our accumulated virtues will be exhausted. When good karma runs out, even the most powerful king may find himself in need. Thus, never cheat or deceive anyone, for hurting another soul can cause immense suffering. Many wake up during Brahma Muhurta, take a sacred bath, recite prayers, and read religious texts. They chant mantras and encourage others to do the same. While mantras do hold power, this power does not come from mere recitation. It is derived from understanding their wisdom and applying it in our lives. The real essence of mantras is revealed only when we internalize their teachings and embody them in our actions. Chanting alone does not yield results. Living by the principles they teach does. True transformation occurs when our thoughts and deeds align with divine wisdom. Shri Krishna says that progress is not sudden. It unfolds gradually, like the rising sun. Only those who cultivate patience and endure hardships can illuminate the world. A person who engages in self-introspection attains true happiness, while one who constantly finds faults in others remains forever dissatisfied. A broken flower cannot be reattached to its branch, but if the branch is strong, new flowers will surely bloom. Similarly, time never returns, but with courage and confidence, the future can be made beautiful. Life is not just a road to cross, it is a path of faith and trust. When Arjuna chose Shri Krishna over an army of thousands, it symbolized choosing the right path over material strength. True faith leads to true victory. When a person endures hardships yet continues to smile, God Himself ensures justice. Never give anyone so much power over your life that they take away your smile. Do not share your struggles with everyone, for most people do not care, and some may even rejoice in your difficulties. Struggles are a part of life. Every morning brings new possibilities. Instead of fearing difficulties, see them as lessons that help you grow. The power of faith, courage, and righteousness. Great difficulties often seem insurmountable, yet we sometimes feel as if an invisible force is guiding us effortlessly. This is the presence of God. When the world abandons you, God stands by your side. A tree grows from the best seed, but its growth depends on the soil in which it is planted. A seed in fertile soil flourishes into a mighty tree. Similarly, the relationship between a ruler and their subjects follows the same principle. For a state to prosper, its people must be vigilant and hardworking. Problems are an inevitable part of life, but the solutions lie within us. Move forward with courage and positivity. Those who give up often blame fate, but doing so is futile. The true path to success lies in perseverance, patience, and discipline. Anger and disappointment yield nothing. Only a calm mind and decisions made with a pure heart lead in the right direction. Every challenge brings a new lesson and strengthens us. Even when the world turns away, God never forsakes us. The essence of relationships. Relationships are not just defined by blood but by trust. Trust is essential because without it, relationships cannot endure. The person who remains committed to their work is the true victor. Every individual must struggle, but only those who face challenges with patience and determination achieve success. Life, like a forest, requires courage and discipline to reach one's destination. Just as a small seed grows into a mighty tree, our deeds and efforts determine the greatness of our lives. Recognize your goals and pursue them diligently. Accept challenges as opportunities for growth. Failures may shake our confidence, making us question our hard work. When success seems out of reach, it is crucial to analyze our plans and their execution. Just as a papaya tree is covered when bearing fruit to protect it from birds and insects, keeping your plans confidential is key to success. Hard work alone is not enough. Proper execution and discretion are equally important. Many times, despite giving our best effort, we still fail. This happens because our dreams and ambitions remain powerful only as long as they are safeguarded. Just as a fruit remains intact as long as it is covered, our plans remain effective as long as they are kept private. The power of inner strength and integrity. A speck in the eye or a thorn in the foot causes pain, but the hidden deceit in someone's heart is even more dangerous. Engaging in self-reflection leads to answers, whereas arguments with others only create more questions. Always listen to your conscience. In today's world, the value of material things has risen, but the value of a person has diminished. A truly good person respects everyone selflessly, without expecting anything in return. People often say, "We come empty-handed and leave empty-handed," but this is an incomplete truth. Death is not just the stopping of breath. It is the moment one loses the courage to stand for truth and justice. If someone's suffering moves your heart, it means you are fulfilling your purpose as a human being. If you do not wish to respect someone, then at least do not insult them in front of others. Relationships are built on trust, not blood. When trust exists, even strangers become family. When trust is lost, even family members become strangers. Embracing life's possibilities. A tree does not mourn its fallen flowers. It focuses on blooming new ones. Life is the same. It is not about what we have lost, but about the endless possibilities that still await us. We often shape our beliefs according to societal norms. Truth is considered righteous, lies are sinful, tolerance is virtue, and anger is vice. But do circumstances always uphold these beliefs? Many times, situations challenge our understanding of righteousness. For example, Jatayu fought Ravana out of righteous anger. In that moment, his anger was not a sin, but his duty. He stood for justice and was blessed by Lord Rama. Conversely, some people misinterpret righteousness and endure injustice, only to find themselves defeated. If an innocent person is attacked, resisting the aggressor is not a sin, it is a necessity. The true meaning of Dharma. Helping a wicked person is one of the greatest sins. The worst crime is to harm the weak, for the curse of the oppressed carries immense power and can bring down even the most arrogant. Therefore, it is essential to understand the true essence of righteousness and truth. Dharma is not just about traditions. It is about protecting life, upholding justice, and standing for truth. Shri Krishna teaches that a person must always be aware of their actions and perform good deeds. Good deeds bring peace of mind and positive energy, while bad deeds, no matter how well hidden, always bring consequences. The power of deeds, distance, and devotion. Just as a calf finds its mother among hundreds of cows, our deeds find us in the crowd. Whatever we do, we inevitably receive its outcome in some form. Shri Krishna teaches that true happiness cannot be attained by causing harm to any living being. The Lord of the universe resides in every particle, in the heart of every creature, big or small. When we hurt someone, that pain reaches God. To harm any living being is to insult God Himself. The cycle of life and death. Death is an inevitable truth that no one can escape. Since the beginning of time, the cycle of birth and death has continued uninterrupted. Just as a person discards old clothes and wears new ones, the soul leaves an old body and enters a new one. This is the law of nature, the undeniable truth of life. A wise person neither mourns for the dead nor fears for the living, for they understand that death and birth are simply two sides of the same cycle. The one who is dead will be born again, and the one who is alive will eventually depart. The path to success. Dharma, patience, and courage are the three weapons that lead to success in both life and war. If one desires achievement, they must follow righteousness, remain patient, and never lose courage. Remember, greatness is not inherited. It is earned through one's actions. Shri Krishna teaches that the first step to success is self-belief. The support of others may be helpful, but in the end, you must trust your own efforts. No matter how strong external support may seem, it is not permanent. True success comes from believing in oneself and directing life with purpose. The value of true friendship. The value of friendship is not determined by wealth or status. A person's true character is revealed in times of hardship. A real friend stands by you in difficult times, not just during moments of joy. Shri Krishna's message reminds us that we must take responsibility for our actions, respect true friendships, and move forward with faith in God. Happiness and sorrow, gain and loss, life and death, these are the natural cycles of existence. However, beyond them lies the power of knowledge and righteous actions, which lead to true success and inner peace. The wisdom of distance in relationships. Every fruit contains a seed hidden within, waiting to give life to a new tree. This tree, in turn, bears more fruit. But have you ever wondered why, despite this deep connection, there is such a great distance between the roots and the branches of a tree? This distance is necessary. If you want someone to remain in your life forever, sometimes maintaining a certain distance is essential. It reminds us of the importance of our loved ones and fuels our desire to be with them. Distance should not always be seen as a negative thing. It is often the foundation of stronger relationships and deeper love. Just as a fruit and a seed are separated to give birth to new life, distance in relationships helps love and understanding grow. The real test of love lies in how we navigate these distances. Many times Tao Balarama asks me, "Kanha, in this world full of love, why do you trouble Radha so much?" To this I reply, ants are drawn to sweetness. Similarly, small banter, jokes, and playful teasing are the essence of love. A relationship without such moments is mere formality. True love is filled with laughter, occasional annoyance, and reconciliation. Distances in life are not just physical, they are emotional too. Just as the distance between a fruit and a seed gives birth to new life, distance in relationships strengthens bonds. Sometimes, to keep love alive, one must take a step back. This space brings fresh energy into relationships, making us value one another even more. The importance of good deeds over religion. No matter what religion you follow, the most important thing is to be a good human being. You will be judged not by your faith, but by your deeds. If you work only to seek happiness, you may never find it. But if you work with joy, happiness will naturally follow. This is the universal law. When you think about the welfare of others, that goodness reflects back into your own life. True self-worth lies in how much we improve ourselves. A smiling face and a calm mind are our greatest assets. People often blame fate for their misfortunes, but in reality, our actions shape our destiny. No matter how many difficulties arise, we can control our actions. If things are taking longer than expected, trust in God's timing. He is preparing something so great for you that you won't be able to contain it. The light of truth and the dangers of anger. Shri Krishna teaches that the light of truth always shines, no matter how difficult the path may be. One must always choose truth over falsehood. Anger is a man's greatest downfall. When one is angry, they harm themselves more than anyone else. Avoid anger and cultivate a calm mind. Just as people throw stones at fruit-bearing trees, good people often face hardships. But never be discouraged. Every challenge in life is an opportunity for growth. Wealth earned through deceit brings nothing but sorrow. True happiness comes from money earned through honesty and hard work. Nowadays, people are welcomed not just with folded hands, but by the time and attention they give. Too much love, however, can sometimes lead to pain. Respect those who respect you. If you bow too much, you may lose your own dignity. Every problem in life is like a red traffic light. It is there to pause and guide you in the right direction. If you wait patiently, the light will eventually turn green, leading you toward your destination. Life is like a clock. If you wait patiently, the light will turn green and time will change. Do not fear losing people, rather, fear losing yourself while trying to please others. One moment of misunderstanding can outweigh 100 moments of love. Appreciate those who genuinely care for you and understand the value of true relationships. Shri Krishna teaches that when the right time comes, God will bless you with more than you can imagine. Your focus should remain on your actions. Walk the path of truth and keep moving forward, for that is the greatest lesson of life. Just as the light of a lamp shines far in the darkness, the light of truth always prevails. No matter how difficult the path, one must remain steadfast in righteousness. Shri Krishna warns that anger leads to self-destruction. When a person is consumed by anger, their mind becomes restless, often causing harm to their own well-being. Therefore, it is crucial to control anger and maintain inner peace, challenges, success, and true happiness. Those who work for the welfare of others often face difficulties, just like a fruit-bearing tree that is pelted with stones. It is said that money earned through deceit brings only sorrow, whereas wealth gained through honesty and hard work brings true peace and happiness. In times of struggle, remember, silence is the best response and forgiveness is the greatest punishment. When dreams are not fulfilled despite hard work, do not change your principles, change your path. Just as a tree sheds its leaves but never abandons its roots, remain firm in your values while adapting to life's changes. If being around someone purifies your thoughts, recognize that they are no ordinary person. Tough times reveal true strength. Those who never face difficulties remain unaware of their own potential. True kindness is found in those who understand the suffering of others, for their compassion paves the way to salvation. If you give something to someone, do not be proud. It may simply be the repayment of a debt from a past life. Hope should always be placed in God, not in the world. When I said, "I have made a mistake," God replied, "I will forgive you." When I said, "I am alone," God answered, "I am always with you." When I said, "I am sad," God reminded me, "Look up, I am always near you." The strength in simplicity and trust. Simplicity is not a weakness. It is like water, which has the power to carve through even the hardest rock. I do not have the habit of saying yes to everything, and that is why people sometimes misunderstand me. Complete trust in someone will either bless you with a lifelong companion or teach you an unforgettable lesson. People with pure hearts often believe in others too quickly. Nowadays, to maintain relationships, one must sometimes turn a blind eye, a deaf ear, and a silent tongue. The one who gives more, whether in love, companionship, trust, or respect, is often the one who gets hurt the most. Wealth gained by selling one's integrity never brings happiness. Until you discover who you truly are and what makes you happy, the opinions of others will continue to affect you. The more I understood people, the more I began to appreciate solitude, faith, miracles, and walking alone. Even if someone commits wrongdoing in a sacred place, society may still see them as good. But when one completely surrenders their doubts and places full faith in God, miracles happen. Those who follow the crowd often lose themselves, but those who walk alone create history. And history shows that the crowd eventually follows the ones who once walked alone. On certain paths, walking alone is necessary. Some relationships, once thought to be eternal, fade away over time. Ego, in any form, leads to destruction. The real loss is not the loss of breath, but the departure of those who once stood by you. Even small gestures can bring immense peace to the heart. Sometimes it is the envy of others that leads to our greatest blessings. When we go to sleep burdened with worries, we wake up only to embrace them again. The reality of life and love. Too much understanding can drain the colors from life. Who says we only remember our loved ones? Even strangers leave imprints on our hearts. People do not always leave us. They change. Do not seek happiness by causing pain to others. Let those who have forgotten you walk away. When the time is right, they will understand your true value. Final message. Friends, this video concludes here. If you like this message, please like the video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you. Jai Shri Krishna.